think he expected. And then when I picked him up, there were 3 instead of 2. And that's when I looked at them and I saw that the one that he had withheld was the one that showed the damages. So why somebody was hiding, I mean, I can't tell you how many crazy, totally illegal things people have done to me. And why they've continued to get away with all of this is really it's a mystery, because they started with small things like that on a constant basis, never getting caught, never getting in trouble for any of it, ruining my life. And then it really wasn't very hard for them to then escalate to the level of torture, full-blown, ongoing torture. You know, there was already an established pattern of vicious hate crime against me. And, you know, people don't just usually jump from, they don't gym from treating you like, you know, in accordance to the law, to full-blown torture. It was definitely years of hate crimes, vandalisms and hate crimes first, and concealing my records and just getting away with a bunch of little things. I mean, really, that were not little things. They were very big things. Police, you know, putting me under false investigations, giving me false citations, then having judges get rid of that evidence for them, people hiding medical records of damages done to me. I mean, that kind of thing, that's not small, and it was happening all the time. So when you have that kind of a pattern ongoing for such a long time, I don't know why it's so hard for someone to believe that actually I have been tortured and that my son has been tortured as well. So all of these things were going on at the time. I was in a lot of pain because of that knee injury. And, you know, I was in shock at first. I was hoping that my knee was fine, you know, maybe I just banged it up a little bit. No, I was in a lot of, you know, very serious pain. And I had the knee surgery. They confirmed that it took a long time to get that knee surgery. It took 7 months of excruciating pain in my knee, just like giving out from underneath me at totally unexpected times. I had no control over it. And it happened at school when I was trying to go to college. I still tried to maintain my courses. And when I had the surgery, my knee was definitely improved after that surgery. I mean, that definitely stabilized my knee. So, then I was at this courthouse and meeting Raul Bujanda was being waved ahead of me into the elevator, and then the judge, or the guard, then waved me towards the elevator. And people had to have known which floor I was going to and which judge, because there was only one that you could go to on something like that. And many people already knew what my petition was about, you know, so I was then in the elevator with Bujanda, and I basically treated him as I treated anybody. I was pretty social and chatty to strangers. I was comfortable making small talk. And so I did that, as was my norm and was usual for me, and I tried to guess. I said, "Are you a lawyer?" And he said, "No." And I said, "You're not a lawyer." And he said, "No." And I said, "Are you," and I just guessed a couple times, and then he said, "I'm an FBI agent." And he gave me his business card. And then he said, "If you'd like to go out sometime," he said, "I'd like to take you out to dinner, or to coffee, or whatever." And then we got to the top of he saw me up to that floor where I was going to file that petition to the judge. And he had written down his 3 different work numbers and personal numbers on a business card, his FBI card. And then he waited, he just kind of stayed there and waited until I was going towards the judge's chambers, and then I heard the doors to the elevator close, and then he went wherever he was going. So that's how I met. That's how he gave me his card. He was sort of coming after me in the federal courthouse, and then being waved ahead of me to make it look like he wasn't right behind me. After I had told Krista Schneider and some other people that I was intending to go to law school and apply to the FBI as a lawyer and fight corporate crime. So the first time that I went out with him, he called me at my house and asked if we could, I can't remember if maybe, it's been a while now, and I almost want to say that he maybe wanted to meet me privately first, but no, I think at first we just met, he just asked if I wanted to have coffee. So I agreed, and we basically, there were like 100 people with their eyes all on us, and I could feel it. It was close to the PSU campus, it was close to my college, it was also close to the FBI headquarters in the Portland downtown offices, and those people were just buzzing about and I guess trying to look very discreet, and I could just feel them staring. And I'm sure that he could too, because he said, we went first to a Starbucks, and then he said, let's go to this other place. And so then we went to a different place that was quieter,